Oh my god, it's always one thing after another. Normally I don't like to spread drama and I try to stay away from making Beware videos, but this is in order to protect a friend who has asked me to make this Beware video on Moxxiematt, or Rusty as I'm going to call them. I have no gripe with this person. I've never really had no ill will intent to this person. They haven't done me wrong until they recently just told me that they use me for art. And I was not about to let that slide. My friend Mika reached out to me yesterday and was very concerned for Rusty's well-being. Rusty had reached out to my friend Mika saying, "I'm going to the hospital." And Mika was very concerned because that's a little odd to be messaging someone randomly. So Mika replied, why? Because, what else would you reply in that situation? Then this person replied, I was going to hurt someone or something like that. I'll have the screenshots pulled up so you guys can see word for word what exactly happened. It is a lot because my friend Mika has been going through a lot with this person. This person has been manipulative, gaslighting poor Mika. They have been mentally and emotionally abusing Mika. And the reason why I am making this Beware is to let Mika speak for themselves about what the hell is going on, because this is not normal behavior and they are being attacked and they are very afraid that this Rusty person is going to ruin their fame online. So I am over here helping my friend out because that is what I do, and I do not tolerate disrespect. I don't tolerate people lying. Rusty has lied about their family being abusive, like their mom specifically. Rusty has said that they have done lewd roleplays, like erotic roleplays, with people a few years younger than them. They are like 16. I'm not going to get into too much detail because I don't want this to drag on longer than it needs to. But I had an interview with Mika who was willing to talk with me about their situation, about who this person is. I just wanted to raise awareness so that way they can knock it off and just beware of this person because they are not cool. They art beg. They have been begging artists constantly for art and have even went around and asked Mika to pay for commissions for them from me. I've sold them a couple of OCs and they didn't pay for that. They had friends pay for that for them. So it's a little weird that they're going around as a minor asking strangers and adults for money to buy comfort art and stuff. Art is a luxury, and I do not take art begging serious. I do not take art begging lightly. You do not art beg and beg for artwork for free. That's like going into a Meijer or a Target or a Walmart being like, "Hey, can I please have this milk and this candy bar? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna take this for free, That you can't just walk out of a store and hybrid. You can't just expect to walk out of a store empty, with food in your hands without paying anything. You're gonna have to expect to walk out empty-handed unless you have money to drop to pay for these things. It's the same thing for artists. You do not beg artists for art. This is our job. And without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and put the interview with Mika on the screen. Ayo, it's Heather here. I've got Mika here with the interview. I just wanted to have them on board here because this experience has been something that's been really stressful on them, and I wanted to make sure that they get their story out. So if you want to let me know the situation that had happened with Rusty, please let me know.
Okay, so back when I was 16, we met on a Discord server with Calico, who I met on DeviantArt back then, because I was in the furry fandom on there, and I decided it's a great place to meet new friends on a Discord server, because why the hell not? And we met on they were posting a photo of themselves, and the one thing that threw me off was the fact that they were so fucking negative about themselves that they were I'm so ugly. Right then. When I saw them, I was just oh no, you look fine. Because they were saying it to everyone in the Discord server. And then we started DMing because they were oh my god, like you complimented me, you're so cool and stuff. Which now that I'm thinking about it is just like they obviously thought like this is the perfect target to manipulate because they obviously like I can get behind like their head or something, which is exactly actually what they did. They like a little trigger warning for like suicide for like the people who like, get triggered by that. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend listening to this if you like get triggered by that.
I'll
So
add some content warnings to the beginning of this.
yeah, because like I don't want people to get like triggered from this because it's very traumatic. So I took free college courses back when I was in a senior in high school because that's what my school and my state did, and I was sitting in like I think it was like my 6:30 p.m. class, and then I was in I think it was on like a Tuesday because I was in my lab because it was astronomy, and this person was DMing me saying they were actually gonna like kill themselves when I was in the chat, which I had to take a breather outside in like the out of the classroom because I was freaking out because because they were doing that so I could like quote unquote save their life, because they automatically like stopped and they were like, oh my god, like I love you, like you're my best friend and like thank you for helping me. But the only issue with this is that even though I helped them in a specific scenario, they automatically go back to that again. They go back to like that same they go back to that same exact mindset, which is very like overwhelming because here's the thing, I get that someone needs to like vent and stuff, which I'm totally okay hearing someone vent because I want to be there for like my friends. But when it gets to the point where it's every single day, almost every second of every single day where you're always negative, then it gets to the point where I'm gonna be like getting sort of distant. But for them, if I didn't answer right away, like I was in class one time, I don't know what class I was in, but I couldn't have my phone out, so I'm guessing it was probably like like my math class or something, and they were like spamming me, asking me if they were bothering me. Because here's the thing, we have a 2-year age gap, I think. I don't know, I think it was 2 years, so they were like, I think around like 14, I was like 16, and we ended up like getting into like a relationship, which was strictly like not like inappropriate in the slightest, but they would spam me when I was in class, asking me if they were bothering me, and if I didn't answer right away, they would like either unadd me and I have to add them back, or they would like block me and I would have to ask one of my friends if they could like get them to like add me back because what the hell just fucking happened, because I didn't do anything, like. And the thing was,
that's definitely controlling behavior and is very manipulative. Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because like I wasn't here to see what was happening, and I kind of like freaked me out because I'm like, what the fuck? And then the one time they ended up like, we stopped being friends for like almost a year, was because I was sitting at my table and my mom snatched my phone from my hands, which is like, because she's like an asshole, and she was going through my phone, and what Rusty was doing at the time was they were saying they wanted to kill themselves, and I told them call 988 because I can't help you. I'm not a therapist. I don't have a I don't have a license in that. I don't know what to do in that situation because obviously I can't help.
You can partake in helping them with it. They can't help themselves and call a number to get help.
Yeah, and the thing is, they literally were like spamming me on my phone when my mom had it, and they were like, please Mika, like 988 isn't helping, and I wasn't there. And then I discovered that my mom was like, like telling them, knock it off, this is their mother, like call 988 again. And then they ended up thinking it was me and blocking me, and it was like, fuck you, like we're over, like I don't need help, like you're an asshole or something along those lines. I don't have a screenshot of that, but they said, I remember that. Like, I think I wrote about like because I write things in my diary before I go to bed at night because it helps me like get like stuff out of my head. If I end up like reading through that again, I think I could find like more information of what they said specifically, because if I would do that like later, because I'm not gonna like open up my diary and read it right now, because that'll take me a while to like find it. And I know that's like weird, but like it actually helps me a lot. So like I did write about them before.
That's a good.
So if I can actually find that, then that would be like really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And so another thing that they did, which really just like pissed me off, was they one time in the server complained about their mother being abusive, and they said CPS wouldn't help them because they sound like an adult, which by the way I'm pretty sure is illegal, because they have to, just because someone sounds like an adult doesn't mean they are an adult,
right?
And like that means like CPS has to like actually check. And then they also randomly said that their mother was becoming nice again, which as someone who is like a victim of emotional abuse, like someone who is like they can't change overnight. They have to like actually either get help or like because even help might not help them. And like I was just like, that sounds like a red flag to me, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to like.
I'm gonna let you know something too, and the people who are watching this. My mom, for all of my life, my mom has been mentally abusive, emotionally abusive, and she's a huge narcissist. Well, she got help finally back in 2022, and it took a little bit, but yeah, that stuff doesn't happen overnight. My mom is a sweetheart now, and it's easier to be around her, so I can vouch for that as someone who has trauma with family not treating them well.
Yeah, like I obviously knew that it didn't happen overnight because you know, like even though I don't like have like research on that, as it's like from like just hearing like watching like videos on that stuff, it's just like it doesn't happen overnight. Like you can't automatically become just normal again like that. And so I ended up getting confirmation, which I thought I had a screenshot for that, so I don't have it. But they ended up giving me confirmation on this because we were randomly talking, and the conversation about Calico server ended up turning up for some odd reason. And we were talking, and I asked them the question because, you know, I was actually curious, and I wanted to know if I was right, and they told me the truth. They told me, and the other thing that they told me was they were inappropriate with minors younger than them at their age. They were 14 years old, sexually role-playing with minors younger than them. Like, they knew what they were doing. Like, it's not like they didn't know what they were doing. They said like a few years younger, so like I'm guessing like 9 or 10.
Oh my god.
Which isn't the age you should be on Discord, but like still.
That's an age you shouldn't even be when you're learning about sexual things.
Yeah, but considering like the minors nowadays, like I feel like bad for them. God. Like, and a part of me like feels bad for them because like the parents aren't giving them the attention they need, that they feel like they have to like do that with random adults on the internet. And like I feel like I don't know the situation with like Rusty's parents and stuff, but I'm assuming either they're not around often or like they just don't check Rusty's iPad because they don't have a phone, they have like an iPad or something. I think that's what they said. And that was just like it was shocking to me because like I wasn't expecting them to actually be like that because I thought they would like know not to do that. And they also like I feel like they also like said some pretty like triggering things to me without like asking me first, like, you know, like I don't know how, like, I wouldn't know how to react to, like, I feel like they need an actual therapist, and I tried to tell them to get one, but, you know, therapy's expensive. I don't know if they have, like, a struggle with, like, money or anything, but, like, from what I've been hearing about their mom, like, now is that their mom is actually, like, pretty chill, so obviously, if Rusty needs therapy, I feel like their mom would, like, give them therapy, and I feel like also this could be like they might have like a mental disability, but that doesn't give them like an excuse to act the way they do. Because I feel like people like to hide behind their disabilities now, like, oh, I'm autistic, like, sorry, I did that. Like, look, that's not an excuse.
I'm autistic myself, but I've made many of mistakes. But when you make a mistake, you can fix that regardless of autism or not.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've made mistakes too, and obviously I've grown from them. I've learned, and I fixed it, and I've never made the same mistake again. Because the thing is that when I messaged them when I discovered, like, you know, they sent you, like, fan art for your birthday. I was like, oh my god, like, maybe they've actually improved. So I ended up, like, commenting, because, you know, my Instagram account is private. So, I messaged them, like, on the comment section. We ended up talking again, and I thought they improved because, you know, maybe there was a little hope in me that they improved. They didn't, because last night they sent me a message saying that they, like, actually, they tried to hurt. They first said, I may go to a hospital, and I texted them back, wait, why? Because I was concerned that maybe something like happened to them and they were like actually hurt. So I was like, what happened? And they were like, I tried to hurt someone. And then I said with a few dots, like, wait, what, why? Because I was like actually concerned now. And then I decided to send a voice message to my friend on Instagram because I just wanted to like talk to them about like something. And then they ended up like spamming me saying, Mika, please don't call anyone, I can do this myself. And the thing is, I don't know their personal information, because when you file a police report, you have to like have the like name and like address and stuff like that, and I don't know anything about them that's like other than like their online presence. So obviously, no shit, I can't call the fucking police on you, dude. I actually can't. And it was getting stressful to the point where it was like they were begging me not to call the police, like they were guilty of like either lying or they were guilty that they actually
sounds like they were guilty of a crime. What the hell?
Because like I never knew the information, but now that I'm thinking about it, they could have like tried to like they could have been like a fucking murder attempt because they never told me what they did. They just said they tried to hurt someone, and then they also said like the person understood and like they didn't mean to do it. But in my head, if someone did that to me, I would have cut them off, like no, regardless of like if they had a mental disability or not, because like that's like a no. Like I feel like they were probably lying about it for attention, because there's no fucking way that anyone would forgive you if you did that. No one would, even I wouldn't, and I'm a person pleaser. I wouldn't want to be around that person if that happened to me.
Right.
So they were like begging me not to tell anyone, and I'm just like, I never asked them if they like try to commit a murder, but like they never gave me the information, so I don't know for sure, so I can't like assume that they tried to commit like a murder to their friend or something. But like it sounds like they did, because why else would you like beg me not to call anyone?
Yeah,
that's very fucking weird. And it put a lot of pressure on me, because like what they did back then when they spammed me like that, it brought me back to what they did back then with like the
PTSD
suicide, like,
trauma. Like that's fucking traumatic.
Yeah, it was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, it brought me back, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore, because like, you know, they were like trying to like, I feel like they were trying to like manipulate me. Sorry, voice cracks, what the fuck? I felt like they were like trying to like manipulate me into like trying to feel bad for them, because that's what they always done. They try to get me to feel bad for them, and I'm just like, I can't feel bad for this person anymore, because like, you know, when they like when they made the posting that they were leaving the internet, like, you can feel free to leave, like, go ahead and leave.
That's called crying wolf. They're not gonna leave. They're gonna be fine.
Yeah, like, they've done that before, trust me. I've witnessed them saying, I just don't want to draw anymore, I'm gonna leave the internet. Like, they constantly
crying
like
wolf.
They cry about not being able to improve in their artwork, when I've told them fucking a million times that you cannot improve unless you actually draw. Like, if you quit artwork, you can't just randomly pick up a pencil again after you pick up artwork and pick up art again and be able to, like, draw the same way you did back then. Because, you know, even though it's, like, a skill, like, you learn.
That's like expecting your kid to ride a bike. If the first try, you're gonna fall. You're gonna make a mistake and fall several times. You just gotta get better. That's how I kind of like give examples of how to do art. And little old Rusty was using people and poor Mika for art, for money and art from me, which made me feel kind of sour.
Yeah, because the thing is that they is that they would randomly like make a new friend, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, oh my god, Mika, this person is making me a sauna go see, and I just met this person, and in my head I'm like, did you ask? I think in my head, did you ask this person to make you artwork? Because there's no way someone would randomly meet you and automatically they want to make you fan art, because that's not how it works. And the thing is about them is that one time they complained to me about someone, like, that I don't know, I'm not gonna name this person, but they were like complaining that this person was always asking for like adopts and stuff, like to like help for adopts and stuff, and this person had like 3,000 points. On DeviantArt, and Rusty was just like, this person is, I feel like they're like using me for artwork and stuff, and they were like fucking complaining about it and being all butthurt that this person wasn't paying them for art, having 3,000 points, because they always complain about not being able to get commissions and stuff. Which, by the way, it's hard to get commissions when you're you know, it's like hard to get commissions for the first time. You have to fucking wait. And they were like complaining that the friend wasn't paying them for commissions, which they don't fucking have to. But if you feel, but the thing is, the funniest thing is that they felt really hurt that someone was using them for their artwork when they're doing the same thing to other people, because what they would do is that they would get an OC and have a fucking connection to it, and then randomly lose connection like a week later. Now I get it, we all lose connections to our OC. Some things happen. I've lost connections to my OCs, but it doesn't take a week. It takes like years for that to happen. It took me a year to get like, you know, like, I had like an OC named Lou, and I finally like disconnected from her like a few months ago, but I've had her since I was like 12 years old. That's like a long ass time, a very long time. I've had her for so long, and then I felt like I don't want to draw her as much anymore because I don't have that much of a connection with her, because I had her when I was 12, and like he's acting like they can like get have it lose connections in like over a week. I feel like the only reason they did that was just because people would feel bad for them to get free artwork out of them.
That's
because
called
the only
art
reason
begging.
Yeah, I feel like, because like the thing is, they obviously idolized the two of us, because every single time they talked about you, it was like they were talking about like a rock star or something. Like,
I'm just a person, I'm not some art god.
Literally, because they're just like, they, you know, like, they were talking about you like you were like fucking like I don't know Taylor Swift or something,
bro.
Like literally like Ryan Gosling or
Ew.
something. Like if that's like the way I would talk about like
Dude,
Taylor
that
Swift,
makes
like
me feel icky,
or like
though.
yeah, it would make me feel that way because like if I met like you know that's how I would talk about like Ryan Gosling or something or like Tom Holland or whatever the fuck like whatever like art whatever like actors I liked at the time because you know like I got like addicted to like artists and stuff like I would like oh my god like this musical artist I really love them like I want to meet them in real life like that's not gonna fucking happen but it's still a dream like you're acting like you're not in Instagram where they can message you anytime. But the thing is that I feel like the only reason they made you a lot of fan art was just because you would make them fan art back, which is not how it fucking works.
Yeah, I don't do free art unless I'm a close friend with you.
Exactly. Like the only way I would get art from like one of my friends is if I commission them, which is like I would like be very happy to like commission like a friend if they need it. Because you know, like one of my friends like helped me out, so I would help them out. It's not like I'm gonna like use them for free artwork. Because you know, as like you can't like be an art bagger, like the artist needs money and they know your situation. They obviously knew what was going on and they still try to get an art trade with you. And the thing is, they were like, I'm too shy to ask them yourself because when they knew they were friends, they thought it was a perfect idea
Oh yeah,
to talk to you, like talk to you through me. Like I had to talk to them for you because they were too chicken to do it themselves. Like if they want to know an art trade,
that's how you know. That's how you know that they were, like, really a fan of me. Like, I get it. There's a lot of people who are too shy to talk to me. Like, that's the thing about it. I'm a really open person. I love making new friends. I also have a few servers right now. They're just not open up for the public just yet because I'm not confident enough for that yet. But, I mean, I'm a really open and out there person, and I enjoy interacting with my fans and friends here. It's just odd that they would go through someone. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, because they were like, I offered it because like you know like I don't know why I fucking offered it. I shouldn't have, and I'm sorry for that.
No,
but
you're
like,
good.
Because I feel like they were like, I felt pressured. Because I felt like that was their entire goal. I felt like that was their entire goal for them to like get to talk to you through me. Because if they wanted an art trade so badly, they could have asked themselves. And I felt like they were like kind of like butthurt that you said no, but like it was expected. I expected it. Even I expected it that you were gonna say no because you know like you need the financial help and stuff.
Yeah.
And like the fact that they thought they could get like free artwork is like pathetic because that's not how it works.
Yeah, it's art begging. In the artist community, we do not tolerate art beggars. It is the most disgusting, scummy thing you can do to an artist. You don't go into a store and ask a cashier, "Hey, can I buy this milk for free?" That's not how that works.
Like, that's actually not how it works. You can't just go and then be like, oh, guys, like, my mom died or something. Like, can I have free artwork? Like, don't fucking do that. No, they didn't do that. But I feel like every time they had, like, a mild situation, they would be like, guys, I'm, like, hurt right now.
Oh, I have a problem right now. My friend's not talking to me. I lost a friend. Gee, I wonder why. Can you please do art for me?
No. Actually, I do have I don't know if I have a screenshot, but they made a post because apparently like there was like a situation with like a artist named like Gio or something that like I feel like that Gio was like kind of in like the wrong too here and it was like stressful on them, but they made a post saying that like guys like I need help like I'm like hurt, like I was like affected, like I need free art to make me feel better. Like no you don't. And the thing is they made a draw this in your style once. And the thing is, they said, and I can find like the post, like I feel like my friends like sent a screenshot or something. They were like, guys, I had like you guys got me this far, so like you guys can make like free art for me. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Right, I'm gonna have to cut this recording short because I got a little time crunch here, but I appreciate you for being on this and helping me out with this, and I hope things get better.
Thank you. I hope things get better for you too, because I know it was stressful, like the two of us.
Yeah. Okay, tell YouTube's
bye.
Bye.